everybody, my name is Spookychu456, and welcome to Don't Open Your Eyes. This is a narrative game, so it's gonna be like Doki Doki Literature Club, where it's like, oh, that's realistic. It's getting late. My eyelids have begun to feel heavy. I better go to sleep. Bro, that's real. That looks too real. I leave aside the book I've been reading and look out my window. The process of falling asleep was a struggle against noise. Barking dogs, police sirens, and even my own thoughts. But not even turning on the gears of my brain are producing much sound. Tonight is just oddly quiet. Quiet. Too quiet. There's gonna be someone right there. I feel restless. My sight veers towards the hallway outside my door. The distance between my room and the opposite wall is only 10 steps long. I know since I've been made a habit of counting them whenever I go out. 1, 2, 3. Absently, but always. I don't know why. Maybe I just begin to be aware of my surroundings to the smallest details. But tonight is different. The hallway stretches into nothingness like the throat of a gargantuan beast. You know what? For this video, just for this video, here, you guys get the full experience. Logical thinking cries that's just my imagination. There can't be anything wrong or different about it. It's just a hallway. But no, I don't want to. No. And I close my eyes. Watch something come there. No. No, watch. In my room. There's a bed. Oh. In my room. There's a wardrobe. In my room. There's pictures framed on the wall. My room is a part of myself. It's a world like the back of my mind. Where to blindfold me and ask me to find my way around. I do so without slightest difficulty. As long as nothing changes, having my eyes closed makes no difference. In this room, I can always find what I want to find. Because in this room, I know how everything looks. I need to wake up early tomorrow. I should really try to sleep. No. What's that sound? Are those footsteps? Who's messaging me at this time? No, that's impossible. Okay, who? Oh. Nah. Ain't no way one of my friends is calling me Unk. On this exact day. Okay. No, that's impossible. It must be my imagination. But it's getting close. No. And closer. And closer. And closer. They are gone. No! Watch them be right in front. Right. There's no way someone could be there. Oh, I freaking knew it. No.
Open your eyes.
No. Nuh-uh. I ain't opening my eyes. I'm gonna keep them closed. No! Don't you jump out. If you jump out, I will scream.
Open your eyes. Look at me.
I do my best to ignore the voice.
Why won't you look at me? Where are your manners? If a stranger asks for help, is it right to ignore them? Is that how it is?
Over my ear. It's cold.
I will share a secret with you. I have never seen myself before. I don't know if my face is ugly. I don't know the color of my skin. I don't know if I'm even here. That is why I need you to open your eyes so you can tell me how I look. But I'm also shy, so I might hide the moment you do. You won't find me anywhere, and soon you will forget, like a faded dream. I know you're not asleep. You listen with those tiny ears of yours. They look so fragile, like I could almost grab them.
I feel something caress me. No!
My fingers around them
Mm-mm.
and tear them off.
Okay, no, I'm not.
If I do, will you scream? Will I hear your voice?
Yes?
It was a joke.
Better be.
I'm joking. Don't be scared. Hey, how do you think my eyes look? Our gaze is finally meet. What will you find? Answer me. They look empty.
There you are.
That may be so. The eyes are the window to the soul. That's what someone told me long ago. They said that the soul was holy, bright, beautiful. Every person has one, both the good and the evil. But that person said I was the exception. That something like me couldn't possibly own something so holy.
Gizmo, don't blow my cover, please.
So bright, so beautiful. They looked inside of me, took a deep breath, and announced their conclusion with great fatigue. Their eyes that could see it all, couldn't find anything in there. I'm sure that if you were to cut me apart, not even blood would flow out, even if I felt it sometimes crawling through my veins. Maybe that's why I've never seen myself before. Because I'm empty. But isn't that something to be grateful for? Because if I were to look and find nothing there, then surely I would feel disappointed. By not looking, I can ease myself of that pain. So maybe this is for the best. I can't remember who was the first to recite these words to me, nor the second, nor the third, nor the several others who came after. The only thing I remember is that they looked as empty as I did to them. Hey, have you ever felt so empty, so devoid of what makes everyone special, that you've embraced the void as your own?
I remain silent.
These eyes. Are these my eyes?
Oh, shoot, I should have been listening.
A good answer.
Whew. You know what? Maybe I should have opened my eyes.
Yet there is only one way to know the truth. Open your eyes.
Yes. But my eyes. There's nothing there. Okay. Come on, Gizmo. Come on, buddy. Let me just go. You know, since nothing's there, go on, buddy. Yep, there he goes. Oh, so nothing was there. Hey! Was that it? Was that the game?
Are these a good answer? Open.
Alright, the moment we all been waiting for. Let's just, no.
So you won't look at me, even though your eyes are so pretty.
Okay.
I can't see them, but I can imagine them behind their veil of flesh. Round like pearls, and shiny like jewels. So pretty.
A breath of cold air caresses my eyelashes.
It's fine. We still have time. The night is still and silent. People are good at closing their doors. Do you know what a door is? Of course you know. You have one right there at the verge of your little world. A door is a barrier to keep the bad out. The bad can be anything. A bad person, a bad smell, and sometimes me. I can't open doors. I find them tricky. Should I push or pull? Should I turn the knob left or right? Should I try to take it off its hinges? Should I chip away at it, hoping it will fall apart? And what happens when it opens? Do I close it behind me? Do I keep it open? But that might be rude to the person who had it closed. But then, how do I get out? And what happens if the wind pushes it close? What then? So many options. So many things that could go wrong. Whenever I stand in front of a closed door, it paralyzes me. I stare at it for a long time and think of my excuses, because that's all they are. What bothers me the most about closed doors is the idea they exist to keep me out. It fills me with the need to go in, so I search for a crevice or a window. Anything that might be open. Anything that might let me in. I'm not good with doors, but as long as there's a place where I can fit, then I can go in anywhere. Every night, I hop across the shadows of the streets. I'm careful so as to not be caught by the light. In my eternal search, I pick up place where to rest. I slip in and spend the night wherever is comfortable, without alerting anyone. Usually it's a cellar, an attic, anywhere with dust, with dirt. I feel at home there. But sometimes, just sometimes, an urge swells inside of me. The urge to be seen. So I search hard for a door that's open, for an entryway covered in darkness, and for someone to be at the other end, awake, as if expecting me. But you won't look at me, even though you had your door open for visitors. Why is that? Are you afraid?
You think?
Do I scare you? No, that can't be it. We have been chatting for so long. You haven't chased me out. That means you welcome me. So I'm certain that if I were to reach out my hand,
Something moves over my bed sheets.
you would reciprocate and grasp it. I'm sure your hands are warm. So very warm. Because people are always warm. Hey, how do my hands look when my warmth finally meets yours? How will it feel? Answer me. They
Incomplete.
look incomplete. That may be so. Amidst my travels, I have lost more than I can imagine. I have left people behind. People who were my chat companions, just like you are now. So it's no wonder that by leaving them behind, I will leave parts of me as well. Things such as skin, or flesh, or bones, or anything that makes me, me. As farewell gifts, you could say. It sounds like an excuse. And that's because it is. Because I am careless and overly curious. I can't help but wonder how everything feels to the touch. Like the crust of a tree, or the surface of a frozen lake. But sometimes I find something else. Like a building engulfed in a raging fire. I think of the screams in the distance, or the suffering and death and charred skin, and wonder, how does that feel? So I put my hands to the fire. It hurts, but I tolerate it, and keep them there, for long enough that the uncomfortable feeling dissipates, and the smell of charred skin starts protruding from my own. And when I take them out, the feeling persists. That horrible but intoxicating feeling. I seek such extreme sensations. The edge of a knife sometimes provides it. Other times, the fangs of a beast. Most times, however, it's by mere accident. I would place my fingers over a benign surface, only to discover it's covered in spikes. And I will leave my hands there as I traverse along it. parts of my body as a farewell gift. In that sense, it's not so different from what I was saying before. The fire and the blades are friends. They have granted me times of great fun, so it's only polite to leave something of yours as a sign of thanks. But there's one thing I've always loathed from these encounters. They're always painful. I'd rather they weren't. Hey, have you ever placed yourself in harm's way, only to feel a satisfaction you've realized is not yours? Have you?
I remain silent.
These hands, are these my hands?
No.
Is that so? Then, how do my hands look? When my warmth finally meets yours, how will it feel? Answer me. They look tired.
That's it. That's the hands I was looking for.
That may be so. These fingers of mine have touched so many things. They are always stretching forwards, reaching out for something. The tip of my fingers dance over the surfaces that I travel, and their sensations reach the core of my brain. Be it the softness of the first spring flowers, or the roughness of a wall made out of rubbish, caressing, grabbing, clawing. No matter the time of day, no matter if I'm awake or asleep, as if they had a mind of their own. Even now, they clutch onto the fabric of your bed sheets. They like how these thousands of threads intertwine with each other. The rustle of fabric against fabric, of skin against skin is irresistible. They want more. They want to feel closer, to have it between them and around them, more and more and more. Sometimes, however, they can't reach as far as they'd like. That's when I lend a hand. I take over and stretch, 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 and they grow. Maybe just the length of a fingernail every time, but they grow. Just so they can reach out, clutch what they want, and then throw it aside, discarded and forgotten. That's why they are tired, because they never stop seeking, and most likely never will. Hey, have you ever stretched your fingers to grab a hold of something important, only to learn that it's been long out of your grasp? Have you?
I remain silent.
These hands, are these my hands?
Yes.
Good answer.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I see why. Yeah, don't mind the little image you saw down there. I was working on the previous video, but I finally got it posted. But yes, okay, so now I see what this is. So this feels like you're making your own. This feels like you're making your own character. So like, when I say my eyes are empty, it goes on a monologue and says, "Are you sure this is my eyes?" If you pick no, you can change them. But like, you can change like parts of the body. I'm guessing right now where you're getting closer to like the nose and the mouth.
Yet, there is only one that know the truth. Open your eyes.
No.
So you won't look at me, even though my hands could be the same as yours.
Yeah, my hands do look kind of tired. I think my birthday would be worth it. Yeah, my birthday will be worth it once the day arrives. I'll be able to rest.
Think about it. Maybe you and I are similar.
Yeah, I guess you could be right.
No, I know we are. I can feel it in my skin. Oh. Can you hear it?
Yes?
My skin is pulsating. It has been long since this happened. It's a sign of my innermost emotions flowing out. I wander the world, wanting to be seen. I'll be satisfied as long as someone tells me how I look. But it's not like anyone will do. If it did, then it would be oh so easy. Since I could show myself to everyone at once, every living person in this land, and ask them all the same question, someone will answer. There's no doubt about it. But it might not be the answer I wish for. Since I don't want to be judged, I don't want to be perceived as something I'm not. It scares me. That is why, when someone is on the verge of looking at me, I shy away. I hide, fading into the dark. But you might be different. If it's you, it might be possible to stand still, if only for a second. That way you can help me, and we can both be fulfilled. Just thinking about it, it makes me feel something. I cannot describe it. I am not good with words. There was a person in my past who taught me to speak like a person. They were not good at it either. And thinking back on it, they certainly didn't enjoy it. To teach a wordless being how to talk must be a challenge. Yet, they did. Simply because they could. It is weird to remember, because it makes me think of why I want to be seen, and I am not. Sure. I don't care much for my appearance. I don't want to be judged. But if that were it, I could easily stay out of sight. So why is it? Why do I want someone to recognize me so much? Maybe it's only because I can. Because everyone gets to be recognized. But me. But I will. Soon. Once you open your eyes.
I ain't opening my eyes.
There it is again. Just thinking about the moment you unveil your sight onto me. And you finally take those bed sheets off your body. And you inspect every crevice of mine. And you finally open those tight lips of yours to let me hear what I am. And to maybe even give me a name.
I'm not sure if we're gonna give this dude a name, but comment down below what name we should give this dude.
It makes me feel, but I don't know what. Surely it would be evident if you were to look at my face. Hey, what does my expression look like when when that veil of uncertainty finally disappears, what will we convey to each other? Answer me.
What's a surprised grimace?
A surprised grimace.
Oh!
That may be so. Tonight is the first I hear about my eyes. Or my hands. And the new and unexpected is always a source of surprise. People always act surprised when I show myself before them. So it makes sense that my appearance would surprise me as well. At times, they stop moving, merely looking at me in awe. At others, they scream and run and exhaust themselves to the point they can't think. Others, they don't feel much at all. They sit and stay and attempt to talk. I don't like when they do that. It's like they are not seeing me, not recognizing me. I much prefer when they freeze. I much prefer when they scream. A reaction is what I want. It's a sign that I am there and that my existence means something to them. That's why I like you. You did not scream, yet you did not run either. You were surprised and averted your eyes, but instead, you stayed, listening, acknowledging. You are the first to do this for me. You are new and unexpected, yet, how odd. Is this really surprise? No. You say it is, so it must be true. But what I'm feeling right now, what I'm experiencing, it's not the same as those who've seen me. As if their surprise was something different from mine. Hey, have you ever acted surprised? Not because you are, but because you believe that's how you must feel. Have you?
I remained silent.
This expression, is this my expression? Is that so? Then, what does my expression look like when that veil of uncertainty finally disappears? Answer. A cheerful smile. That may be so. It would only make sense for the end of this journey to bring me joy. It has been so long. I can no longer remember where it all began. But who's to say it had a beginning? Maybe the starting point is that faint memory, the earliest one I can recall. I was walking, and for some reason, it was daytime. I rarely travel during the daytime, only when the fear of being seen isn't there. So I must have believed that was the case. But it's strange, since the place I was walking through was a city, one full of people. I couldn't see them, but I knew they were there, hiding in the shadows, with their backs against the dirt, completely motionless, completely silent, living in wait of their deaths. And what's more, none dared to look at me. Did they even know I was there? Maybe they did not care. All I remember is feeling a certain kinship towards the hidden inhabitants of that settlement. They were like me, living in fear of what others might think. And who's to say I wasn't one of them? Maybe I spent my days as part of the scenery as well. And one day I decided to go for a walk that hasn't yet found its end. It's my earliest memory, and my most joyful one. No experience afterwards had made me want to smile more than that. So if you say I am smiling, then surely that's how it must be. But tonight, I'm not joyful. So if my expression is truly one of cheer, then I must be lying through my smiling teeth. Hey, have you ever expressed honest happiness in your face, when in reality, you're feeling anything but? Have you?
And remain silent.
This expression is this my expression? I see. Thank you. You have truly helped me tonight. These are my eyes. These are my hands. And this is my expression. I consider these my most treasured features, and you have helped me picture them all. No one has done this for me. I feel a connection with you. One born out of honest gratitude. But there's one step left.
Oh?
You need to make sure of the truth. It is the only way to finally understand each other. So please, I beg of you, open your eyes.
One more part. What if I say no?
No. I see. I understand. No, it's fine. You have still helped me by answering my questions. No one has done that for me before, so I have no right to ask for anything else.
Wait, are you just gonna go?
No,
What?
that is a lie. Ever since I stepped into this room, you have refused to engage with me. Not even once. Not even once, not even once, not even once, not even once, not even once. Not even once. Did you open your eyes? Not even once. Did you look at my face? You stayed there, acting as if you were asleep,
Because I want to sleep.
feigning ignorance and not moving an inch. At times making me believe that our conversation was just in my head. You haven't opened your mouth.
I have been opening my mouth. I'm speaking right now.
But you didn't need to. I can hear far, far beyond what most others can, and I can see further than what others would consider the dark, empty bottom. That's why I know that I wasn't wrong. You are like me. We are the same. You too look for what's not there. You too reach out for what might hurt you. And you too are a liar. The type that shows one thing and feels another.
I sometimes bounce back and forth with opinions. I can't keep at the same opinion or like the same truth.
But you made a mistake. I know you're lying. Because every answer you've given me so far.
I thought the hands, like, trust me, the tired hands. I knew they were right. The eyes, I felt like I knew it was that part.
Has been wrong.
What do you mean?
I am not what you said I am. These eyes, these hands, this expression. They aren't mine. Maybe they are yours. But I do not care. Not anymore. Open your eyes. I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to be perceived for something I'm not. And that's all you did. So now, you will open your eyes and see me for what I truly am. You said so, remember? That in this room, you know how everything looks. It was those words that brought me here. So you have to do proclaimed, "It is time. Open your eyes. Open your eyes."
Open your eyes. Is there like a save option? Let me see. That screenshot. Give me a second. Okay, so I couldn't find the save button. Hold on. Okay. No.
You had your chance. It's not up to you anymore. You won't open your eyes. I will.
Something coils around my head. Oh! Bear. I hear something shatter. Oh, I'm dead!
Your eyes are as beautiful as I imagined. Tell me, my new friend, what do you see?
I want to answer. They grabbed onto my head. It won't let me talk. But what I see is... Whoa! Empty eyes? I close my eyes.
That won't do. Open your eyes. Open them. Open them now. Open, open, open. Open, open, open. Open, open, open.
I'm dead.
Oh no. It seems I did it again. You can't see anymore, right? You can't talk anymore, right? You can't think anymore, right? Then, this is farewell. Thank you for trying, friend. Even though you were a liar, I leave this piece of myself here with you. I must go. I must look for the right person. Someone who can tell me how I look. Someone who can explain to me why everyone looks like that when they do.
Guessing that's it. There's something in my hand. It's what they left behind. What is it? It feels important. Not gonna show? I can no longer open my eyes. Wow, okay. Okay. Okay, so that was Don't Open Your Eyes. Dang, I wanted to know what is important, but I don't think we'll ever figure out what's important. This was actually a good visual novel type game. I loved it. I really felt like I was actually in the game. And that's what this game really does. As like a horror novel. So, Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry this video took so long. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.